labor has been under bitter attack throughout this whole neoliberal period. You may recall that Reagan's first action was to attack unions using what were internationally regarded as illegal means. Scabs, permanent replacement workers, was a bitter attack on the labor movement. Margaret Thatcher, who was carrying out the same programs in England, opened her programs the same way. Major attack on unions. That opened the door to private corporations saying, okay, we can do it too. Caterpillar, others, launched anti-union activities, also using internationally banned methods like scabs and so on. The laws were changed to make labor organizing much harder. There is a National Labor Relations Board, which is supposed to protect workers' rights. It was defunded, barely functions. Bill Clinton came along, another major attack on labor. The NAFTA, the agreement with Mexico and Canada, was bitterly attacked by the labor movement. Actually, they were in favor of an agreement, but not this one. Labor came forth with a proposal, the Labor Action Committee, proposal for a North American Free Trade Agreement, which would be based on the principle of high wages, high growth. They were seconded by the Office of Technology Assessment, Congress's research bureau, which has since been disbanded. Congress doesn't seem to want independent information, but it existed then. And they came out with a proposal for NAFTA, very similar to the labor movement proposal, efforts to build a high growth, high wage trade system. Clinton went through with the corporate-based system, low wage, low growth, but great for profits. Well, that was NAFTA. That was later extended to what's called the Uruguay Round, the World Trade Organization agreements, which have the same properties. Could go into the details. It's a bitter attack on the labor movement. In fact, we have some evidence about how great an attack it was. A couple of years after NAFTA, a study was undertaken under NAFTA rules by Kate Bronfenbrenner. She's a labor historian at Cornell University. Under NAFTA rules, undertook a study of the effect of NAFTA on union organizing. Turns out that the effect was dire. The NAFTA, along with the refusal of the government to apply labor laws, led to a very sharp reduction in union organizing by illegal means. A business could, if there was an effort at organizing, a business could put up a banner saying, "Transfer Operation Mexico," could call in workers for obligatory meetings, or would tell them, "You go ahead with this union organizing, we're going to move to Mexico." They didn't intend to do it, but the warning was enough. Meanwhile, a major industry had developed of strike breaking. There are now major industries working on what used to be called scientific methods of strike breaking. Lots of techniques, many of them illegal, but it doesn't matter if you have a criminal state that doesn't enforce the law. The effect of all of this over the years has been a sharp decline in the labor movement. This is happening at a time when workers want to unionize. You look at workers' preferences, majority want to be in unions, but unionization decline every year. Again, last year, the density of unionization declines under attack from a state corporate program of attacking labor. That's what it amounts to. Well, going back to the Amazon strike, it's a dramatic break from that, despite the enormous advantages that corporate business system has been given by state criminality, which is what it is. Despite the enormous advantages, Amazon workers in Staten Island managed to win an election. They'll be immediately under attack by Amazon, by the kinds of means I've described, but it's a small victory. There are a couple of others. There are signs, small signs, of revival of labor.